This is the story of the most amazing time of my life. It was when I was a kid. I used to spend the school vacation at my grandparents'. I loved that time because I was free to play while grandmother cared for her flowers. She was so pernickety about her garden. Everything had to be perfect. But she liked it when I played in the garden and when visitors came to enjoy it. My grandfather was more the dreamer, moody, often grumpy. He spent his time with his scientific books. He thought mostly about his projects and often grumbled to himself and anybody in earshot about no lifelike creatures in this metaverse. Grandfather was bored with the birds, fish and other fake life forms that mechanically orbit people's heads. He was an able scientist and he wanted to improve the virtual world by creating more natural creatures. He always shared his ideas and projects with grandmother. Of course, as a kid, I didn't understand what he was talking about, and actually, I really didn't care. But one night I could not sleep. All was silent, nobody in the house, nobody in the garden. At that time, I was a bit scared of the dark, but this once I decided to risk the scariest place of all, the beach. It wasn't so much the beach itself, but the plants rising out of the water nearby, especially at night. In spite of all that, this night something called me. I forgot my fears and I found myself slipping under the water. Nothing could have prepared me for what I discovered there. For finally I saw my grandparents. They were playing with creatures that I had never seen, beings that seemed so alive. At that moment, I understood that they had succeeded in building realistic life form. Sometime later, my mother took me to visit my grandparents. We searched everywhere for them, but found no trace. I had my suspicions about where they might be, so I led my mother under the water. We found them, but not as I expected.